from the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel. This is a tropical weather update.
Fred Gossage here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Monday, July 7th, 2025, with your daily regularly scheduled tropical weather outlook. And after having Tropical Storm Chantal on the board in the southeast over the weekend, making landfall in South Carolina and then moving northward into the mid-Atlantic and weakening, things are quiet now across the Atlantic basin. We do have a couple of low-risk development probabilities over in the eastern Pacific. Those will be moving away from land, so we're not going to focus on those. The Atlantic basin is quiet with no development areas highlighted by the National Hurricane Center for at least the next 7 days. And looking at model data going forward, unless we see some little quick spin up like we have the past couple times, not expecting any significant tropical development here for at least the next 10 to 14 days. But as we get toward the latter part of the month, we are seeing signs that the forcing mechanisms along in the northern hemisphere do start to become a little more favorable as the MJO gets over into the western hemisphere, and that will mean more rising motion in the Atlantic basin. And then we start opening the door. Climatologically, that matches up anyway, because we usually start seeing an uptick in activity in late July and as we get ready to head into August. As we go forward here over the next few hours, we see the remnants of Tropical Storm Chantal moving northward across the mid-Atlantic into the southern New England areas. A lot of shower and thunderstorm activity stretching from near Baltimore up into portions of New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, into the New York City metro area. That's moving northeastward. This is just a remnant circulation bringing showers and thunderstorms. So other than that and the potential for flooding from that, we're not looking at impacts going forward, especially in terms of wind and surge and things like that. Elsewhere across the western Atlantic basin, things are relatively quiet. You see the counterclockwise spin here. There's actually an upper level low in the western Caribbean that's slowly retrograding westward. That's bringing a lot of wind shear to the central and eastern Caribbean, and that wind shear will be expanding westward over the next few days, so not expecting any tropical development there. We still have waves rolling off the west coast of Africa, but we're still also seeing dust and dry air roll off the west coast of Africa as well, so not expecting development from these waves anytime in the foreseeable future either. Again, I think it's going to be later in the month before we really open the doors for significant development in terms of more than just a quick little spin-up system like what we've had so far in the basin. We've already had Andrea. We've already had Barry. We've already had Chantal over the weekend. The next name on the list is Dexter, followed by Aaron, Fernand, and Gabrielle.